Okay, let's just get into it because I'm ready. I'm just excited. I'm ready.
Hi, my name is Jasmine. My husband Gozier and I are expats who have lived in India, Morocco, and now Ecuador. I love traveling, and when I can, I love trying new foods too. And today I'm finally doing the expat tag for the third time in the third country that I've lived in since moving abroad.
So today is the expat tag. You all know when I move to a new country, I have to do this. I have to make this video for you all, especially at the beginning-ish of my transition because things are fresh. I'm still kind of experiencing new things, giving my first impressions. All right, so let's get into the first question, which is what is your home country? And if you don't know this already, my home country is the United States. Where do I currently live? Well, I live in Ecuador. I live in Quito, Ecuador, to be specific, and yeah, very interesting so far, which we'll get into. The easiest part about adjusting to Ecuador has been, I want to say the weather, but it's variable. Like today, the reason why it's kind of overcasty and dark is because it's rained all weekend. So the weather has helped me adjust, but at the same time, it has helped me stay in the house. But if I could give maybe another answer, because I feel like that one wasn't really fair, I might say the food here in Ecuador has helped me adjust, and the fruit and produce and groceries in particular. I haven't really been able to experience much of the restaurant scene here, but being able to get fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, and going to the grocery store, you know, kind of finding my routine has helped me adjust to Ecuador a lot easier than I think I would otherwise. The hardest part about adjusting to Ecuador and just a new country in general has been the fact that I moved during a pandemic. Wouldn't recommend it unless you have to, unless it's for a job, or unless this whole thing doesn't go away. You gotta do what you gotta do. But moving during a pandemic is very difficult because there's not much to do, things are closed, there are restrictions, and it's just sad coming to a new country, especially one as beautiful and as extensive as Ecuador, and not being able to take advantage of all that this beautiful country has to offer is like mind-blowing to me. But I do have faith and I do have hope that things will get better one day. I also think adjusting to Ecuador has been difficult for me because I am pregnant and I've been going through it emotion-wise, depression-wise, happiness-wise, all of the emotional roller coaster aspects that you could imagine. I've gone through them, and also being sick. So being away from my home base has been difficult in the adjustment period, but I'm at the point now where I think I've acclimated enough to where this is my home base, and I think I can find everything I want here. I think I'm comfortable enough here that my pregnancy now seems to be going a lot smoother. My emotions have regulated and stabilized, so I feel a lot better. I feel like the adjustment is kind of smoothing itself out a bit, and that's a good thing. So a moment I felt like I belonged here in Ecuador was probably the first or second day, and then every day leading up to now. For the most part, Ecuadorians are so nice. We had a sponsor, I think I mentioned this in a previous video, a sponsor friend who picked us up at the airport and just treated us with the most respect and kindness and hospitality that a person could. She was amazing and honestly made me feel like I could do this, that I could be here, make friends, just live a life away from America again. And that was refreshing. And then everybody else that we've met since has been amazing as well. My husband has amazing colleagues who have taken us under their wings. We have been integrated into people's families, hang out with people when it's safe to do so. And I just feel like here with the community that we've fostered so far has been extremely rich. And that's during a pandemic. And I hope that it gets even better. I just can see that as something happening as things just improve, health improves, just conditions improve. I see that we'll be able to integrate ourselves into more communities, into more people's lives, and hang out and do more stuff. I'm so excited for those opportunities. Having amazing people treat you right off the bat helps you to really feel like you belong in not only a country, but in little pockets of communities that you kind of create and integrate yourselves into as you live this expat lifestyle. So one major difference between Ecuador and the United States, probably the language, and that is probably one of my biggest struggles, honestly. I'm really trying to get myself together when it comes to learning Spanish. The next question is actually kind of tricky because we are in this whole panorama situation. I feel like I am game to say yes to anything at this point. I've now lived in Morocco, India, America, obviously, and I've said yes to a lot of things. Clearly, given the opportunity, I would say yes to whatever is thrown at me: hiking, biking, going up all these mountains / volcanoes. Like, I am game. I want to be adventurous. I want to do so much stuff. Even with the baby on the way, I feel like the baby and I can be adventurous together, you know, with safety measures in place. I think I'll have to come back to this particular question in the future when I'm able to do more stuff. If y'all know me by now, you know I am game to say yes to anything at this point. One thing I do regret doing when I first moved here to Ecuador was probably letting my emotions get the best of me, to the point where I didn't want to always go out and meet new people and just engage as much as I should have or could have. I know that I mentioned the community and the people that I've met so far have been great, but there have been more opportunities before the pandemic got worse where I could have integrated myself a little bit further, but I just was pregnant. I'm just pregnant now. So I just feel like, you know, I've been taking things step by step, day by day. But now that things are closed, I'm like, man, I wish I did more stuff. I wish I met more people. I wish I went to more restaurants. But, you know, what can you do when you are feeling the way that you feel during early pregnancy? You just take a nap or like figure it out. And that's what I did. And I can't be mad at myself for it. I could regret it a little bit, honestly, but we're just gonna leave it at that and hope and pray for better days, more fun days, and days where we can be out and about. And of course, I'll vlog more of those experiences too when they do come about. Would I move abroad to a new country again after Ecuador? I don't know. My lifestyle is now changing. I will be a mother. I am now in my 30s, so my mindset and lifestyle choices could change, but they could also stay the same. I love the idea of raising my baby, my future children abroad. I think it's such a wonderful opportunity to do so. But at the same time, our family living abroad and being away from family could pose some challenges in the future. So we'll just see, but I'm not gonna rule out another move after Ecuador. One tip or piece of advice that I would give anyone moving to a new country is really do your research, especially now. Know the rules and the regulations for moving during a pandemic, what vaccines are needed, and what the country that you're moving to is going to require, because things have changed and things have gotten a little more complicated, but not impossible. So don't think about this time in your life as a time where you can't move abroad. I think if you are up for the challenge, do so. But know that you're going to really need to prepare yourself and go for it. Honestly, anytime, pandemic or not, go for it. I honestly recommend that everybody moves abroad at least once in their lives. It is life-changing, life-enriching, not just for you, but for your family. If you're a single person traveling, don't think it's not enriching for your family as well. They get to see you on new adventures, and it's an opportunity for them to come travel and visit you as well. If you have little ones, exposing them to a life of travel and diversity and just this whole entire world is a blessing in and of itself. So go for it, do your thing, move abroad, and yeah, just do the research. And if you need help, ask me. I've got some answers, and if I can't find the answers, I'll help you out. We'll figure it out together. And speaking of figuring things out together, definitely visit my website so you can see how we can work together. I offer expat life consultations amongst other services as well. So if you want to work with me, definitely check the link down below. I'd love to chat with you and help you along your journey as you figure out what expat life means to you. All right, y'all, I am so out of breath. I don't know what it is just about standing and talking and talking and standing. I am done. And we're done for this video. Thank you so much for round 3 of the expat life tag. We've been through a lot. I'm so excited to continue along on this journey. If you have any questions for me, please leave them down below. And if you are an expat yourself and have moved to a new country or even a digital nomad and you want to just answer these questions yourself, please do so. I'll have the questions in the description box below so you can get to answering them. Share your videos with me and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.